Hello. Mic test. Hello. Don't mind the black box at the top right, that's just for chat. I do need to find a way to reduce the noise level because my mic is just picking up everything. I think I've done the dailies for today. No, actually I haven't done everything. Let's first fix the theme, I guess. Who do we want to bring to this story quest? I don't want to bring Carlotta. Maybe we'll just no, that's not right. I'll bring.
Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
The voice sound is kind of loud. I don't usually tend to speak over the characters. But I think I also have a setting where the audio is reduced when I'm speaking, right? I think so. That way that way that my voice doesn't get, overshadowed by the game audio. Hopefully that is. I'll have to check back the live replay. Yeah, so I don't know. I kind of want to use Havoc, but yeah, I'm gonna use Havoc.
Understood. Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
I'm gonna try and use Havoc Rover just to get used to him because I want to test out Rover. Basically, just play Rover in general. And I don't think Phoebe is that great without her. I'm gonna try and put Phoebe as the support role, even though she doesn't do anything for Havoc Rover. I'm just gonna play the team as is. But I'm confident that the team doesn't really work that well together. But it is what it is. What's my plan for wave plates? I think I'm gonna spend wave plates on tuners. I've already did the majority of the 2.1 fishing quests. It's just that there's a few side quests that I haven't done yet, and there's a part where Phoebe starts talking to you about those quests. Treasure hunting quest, I think.
At your disposal. In war with time. Diminish. Loading. Ha! Ha!
Okay, what the heck?
You will obey. The show begins.
Sentinel protect me.
Team kind of sucks.
None shall whisper.
Sentinel protect me. Silence.
And yeah, because
Judgment time.
yeah, and because Phoebe doesn't apply Frazzle herself, Once the frazzle stacks are gone, you just don't do any damage. I mean, you can technically play her solo, but you would have to be in confession state first, and then you swap to absolution. And for overworld stuff, that kind of works, but yeah, it's pretty bad. Phoebe as a standalone character is pretty bad. Even though she's very free to play friendly, she without Spectral Rover she doesn't really do anything. And yeah, and
Today will be a fine day.
that's kind of like the disappointment that you get when when you have her, is that, oh wait, I can't separate Phoebe from Rover at all, like at all. Like she does nothing. She does absolutely no damage if you don't have Spectre Rover. Like it's crazy. But I guess it is
Let
what
me be
it
there for everyone.
is.
As we head,
I kind of want to, yeah, because the team
Today will be a
let me be there for everyone.
doesn't
As
really
we head
have
toward our shared future,
enough damage.
leaving the past behind.
I think Dreamless is better as the main echo, even though I don't get the okay, when Nightmare Crownless hits attack damage dealt by this skill is increased by 20%. This effect does lasts for 2 seconds and does not stack. Wait, what? When Nightmare Crownless hits a target, damage that dealt by this echo skill is increased by 20%. This effect lasts for 2 seconds and does not stack. So basically you want to use the Crownless 3 times, is that? How does it work? I don't get it. I don't get that part though.
One with the sounds.
Like that? The damage done
Let
by
me
this
be there
skill.
for everyone.
It says that
As we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
the skill has 3 initial charges, released once every 12 seconds, max 3 charges. So if I wait 12 seconds, does it give me 1 stack or 3 stacks? Okay. It gives me 1 stack, and the second cooldown
One
is,
with the sounds.
yeah, so it takes 36 whole seconds for all 3 stacks to charge again. So it really,
Let me be there for everyone. As we head toward our
compared to
shared
every
future,
other compared
leaving
to
the
every
past behind.
so yeah, compared to every other echo out there, I'm gonna adjust the game audio so that it's not too loud. Let's see, how do we do this? Advanced audio, okay. Game audio 50%. Okay. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so the Crownless Nightmare Echo is kind of really bad if you want an echo for damage, right? Because it really doesn't do anything. When Nightmare Crownless hits a target, damage dealt by this echo, by this skill, is increased by 20%, lasts for 2 seconds and does not stack. Or does not stack, it does not stack. So you kind of want to use it twice, right? And then on the second rotation you use it another 2 times, and then the third rotation you use it another 2 times, something like that. So you kind of want to, since the cooldown is 12 seconds, you kind of want to have 24 seconds in between, but if you mess up you still have the third stack. So I guess if the second attack of the Crownless hits for 20% more damage, that's like 52%, 52.8, and then you would have, yeah, it's around 264 with 52. Yeah, it's about the same damage as Dreamless, I would say. But I think, yeah, Dreamless is much stronger because, yeah, for Havoc Rover specifically, I think. Is it? So the last strike, okay, it deals 270% damage on the first half, and then the last strike deals 270%. But for Havoc Rover, it deals 50% more damage. I don't know if that's better than, global 12%, Havoc, and 12% basic. Especially since I'm running 4411. my Havoc build is so lacking in damage bonus. But if I wanted to, right? If I wanted to, I could change to the Red Spring, get more basic attack bonus, and then use Crownless as the main echo skill. But I want to try. I want to try out Dreamless, and I probably will use Dreamless in the video showcase about Habit Rover. But yeah, I'm going to use Habit Rover for the stream, for the entire stream.
Let me be there
And
for everyone.
Today will be a fine day.
I don't know. I do feel like Habit Rover is kind of disappointing in today's meta.
Let me be there for everyone. As we head toward our shared future, leaving the past.
Because it does feel like Habit Rover was, designed around the version 1.0 characters. So being in 2.0 and later, it feels like, yeah, it feels very outdated, I would say, or I don't know. People don't play Calcharo nowadays, so it's the same. It's the same case for Havoc Rover, in my opinion, because it just doesn't feel that much impactful. Even if you play like Dungeon, right? As Rover support, the problem with Dungeon is that she's not really great at she's not really great in a team setting. She's better in solo. Like she does more damage in solo. But of course, if you consider the whole team damage, Havoc Rover and both Havoc Rover and Dungeon in the same team, does in fact do more damage than Dungeon alone. But yeah, it just doesn't feel that impactful. It's not that much more damage. And, it's I don't know. Phoebe. I don't know how to say about Phoebe as a solo unit. She's strong if
Today will be a fine day.
I've seen people doing solo Phoebe runs with S2 because like holy shit, she does way more damage. Okay, so let's see here. When in Absolution Resonance Liberation, now increase damage multiplier by 480% instead of 255%. Okay, so I think Absolution, yeah, so the Liberation doesn't even need Spectrophrasal. The Liberation doesn't even need Spectrophrasal for the Absolution state to buff the damage multiplier of the Liberation. So in a solo setting, the Phoebe actually does more damage with Liberation than her own heavy attacks. Especially at S1, right? Now you have like instead of 255%, you now have a 480% damage multiplier increase. So that's 5 times more damage on your Liberation. That's crazy. To put that into perspective, her Liberation does 400% damage. If you multiply that by 5, she now does as much damage as Jinxie at 50 stacks. And like that is so front-loaded damage that it's absolutely insane. Okay, so when in Confession, Resonant Liberation does 90% instead of 480%. And applies Spectrophrasal to the attack. So it makes Phoebe in Confession state stronger. So it makes Phoebe in Confession states in both Absolution and Confession state stronger. and apply Spectral Frazzle to the targets with the maximum stat the targets can receive. So it just gives you 10 stacks instead of... So with S1, all of a sudden, Phoebe herself can, with S1, all of a sudden, Phoebe herself can activate the second set effect of the Eternal Radiance set, which kind of sucks. You expect for a in-game echo set to buff your damage regardless of whether you have sequences, but yeah, so yeah, this is not looking great for you know future echo sets. But let's just hope that in the future they'll come up with more spectral frazzle characters. S2 in Absolution, damage dealt by outro skills to targets with spectral frazzle is amplified by 120%. So it almost seems as if she buffs outro skills in general, but no, it just buffs her own outro skill because it states here when in Absolution. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong, and in fact, it could be that Hua is planning to make a character that has an outro skill with damage, because right now we only have Spectral Frazzle, right? We only have Spectral Frazzle. I mean Spectral Rover, and Rover doesn't really have a outro skill that deals damage. So you could likely expect that with S2 that they're gonna release a character who does outro skill damage, and there's a mechanic involved with Spectral Frazzle here. Um okay, so uh does Absolution actually make her outro skill stronger? Okay, let's see. Absolution enhancement increase the damage multiplied by 250%. So yeah, it um actually it increases the multiplier instead of amplifying it. Whereas in the Forte, it amplifies the damage, not multiplies it. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, it does say that in Absolution state, divine when the target's hit have spectral, the skill gains 250%. Or heavy attack spell, yeah. It specifically states heavy attack Star Flash gains 256% damage amplification. It doesn't say damage multiplier. Whereas in the outro skill, it says damage multiplier. And in the liberation, it says damage multiplier. So it's very distinct in whether it says amplification or multiplication. So those are two different things. Amplification and multiplication is two different things. Amplification is similar to other outer skills like Shopkeeper. You can see damage is amplified by 15%. But if you look at sequences, it says damage multiplier is increased by 42%. It doesn't say intro skill dissonance is amplified by 42%. It's very distinct there. Damage multiplier and damage amplification is two different things. It's two unique things, and they multiply each other. In fact, if you have increased amplification and increased multiplication or damage multiplier, it actually doubles up. It multiplies even further. So I don't know if there's any keyword amplified here. Okay, so yeah, okay, it says amplified here, but it says multiplied here. It says multiplied here, yeah. Okay, here it is. You can see when in Absolution, the damage multiplier of heavy attack Star Flash is increased by 91%. It doesn't say that the damage amplification is increased by 91%. That is very distinct. Why do I say that? Let me give you an example, right? Okay, so I want to try and see if I can Let's see, where is window capture? I'll just add a source. Windows, snipping tool. What? Oops. No, doesn't show. Why is it? Okay, that's weird. Why is it like that? I guess I can't show it. Let's just remove that. Yeah. I should try to add something that I can draw on the screen. But what I'm trying to say is, okay, it says here the damage multiplier of heavy attack star flash is increased by 91%. But in confession state, it says damage multiplier of heavy attack star flash is increased by 249%. You would think that in confession state she deals more damage with S3, but no, that's not the case. Because her forte specifically says that if you are in absolution, you have 256% more damage. What this means is that Phoebe during absolution now deals 500% more damage because of the S3 multiplies the damage multiplier, where yeah, we take this damage here, we multiply that number by the S3. We have like around like 160%, 150% damage times 3. And then because of amplified, you now have 2.5% more damage. So now you take the 150% damage, you take the 80% damage here, you multiply that by here. So because it says the multiplier is increased by 91%, you multiply that by 191%, and then you multiply it again with 256. Actually, the skill gains 250%. So actually it's 100% plus 250%. So it's actually 350%. So yeah, it's absolutely insane how much damage is increased in absolution state. So yeah, you can see this specifically says damage multiplier, whereas in the Forte Secret it specifically says damage amplification. And why is this important? Because for characters like Mortefi increases damage amplification. It doesn't say multiplication. It says amplification. So this 38% and this 15% is the same category as this. So if you add 38% to this, you're only gonna get 294%. And then if you add another 15% on top of that, you're only gonna get like 319%. So for Phoebe specifically, damage amplified doesn't really do much for her. Even though it does, it does buff her damage by a lot, but it doesn't do that much as compared to, like, for example, right?
Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Spectral Rover has this has an X6 which reduces the spectral res. So all enemies have around like 10 to 20% spectral res, or all elemental res, and the resistance on the enemy makes it so that you're dealing around 80 to 90% of your damage. But if you increase that to 90% or 100% of your damage, suddenly you're doing 25% of your damage, because you're going from 80% damage dealt to 100% damage dealt, right? So you're going up by 20%, but your baseline is 80%. So you're gonna see an increase of 25% at the end. So how you do this is that you take the 100, you take 100% and then you divide it by 80%. Then you get the increase of 125%. So you get an increase of 25% damage, even though it says 10% 10% decrease. If it says 20%, it actually goes out by 25. If you're going from 90 to 80%, I think it's around like, I don't know, it's close to 15% or something like that. But basically, what I'm trying to say is that the outer scale from this is not as much as the res reduction from this. Even though this is a low number, but because Phoebe has so much, it's the same as having diluted stats. Having too much of one thing. When you have too much of one thing, you have too much of that. You have too much damage amplification. Any extra damage amplification from other characters is not gonna do much because you already have too much of it. It's the same case with my. It's the same case with my. It's the same case with 4411 in general. The build for crit rate and crit damage. If you're going 4411, you already have too much crit damage. But you're lacking in other areas, which damage percent. And it's the same case with spectral res and spectral amplification. Even though if they come out with a character with spectral amplification, is not gonna do much. One, because Jinsei relies more on characters with with coordinated attacks from different elements, whereas Phoebe, she doesn't really scale well with amplification. So even if they come up with a spectral damage amplification character outro skill, it's not gonna do much. It really isn't gonna do much. To the back entrance of it, and to the Averardo wall. Why is it different? Why is it different? A psychologist job to mediate the friendly collaboration between the Order and the Montelli family. Okay, wait at the back entrance. Okay, to the back entrance.
Am I early? Where's that person Carlotta sent?
We can clock out now. I didn't know Treasurer Pacino had taken up charity work.
Yeah, whatever. It's a paid day off. I could do with a nap anyway.
There you are. It's been a while since we last worked together.
Maybe I should turn on auto because those cut in takeaways are just awkward.
I was not expecting you to take this job.
Like I said, it's paid. I expect a favor return.
Carlotta promised a generous reward once it's done.
I should take off the mask.
Well worth the trip then. The family's favor is more precious than money. Remember to use it on something worthwhile. Now, about the job. Lady Carlotta must have briefed you in her letter. I'm curious what the Order is thinking, stashing their relic in the Montelli vault. At any rate, my job here is to keep you safe. Take this pass. It's the only one that allows visitors access to the vault's interior. Time to go. The Order's rep is waiting for us.
Let's see. Wait.
Understood.
Remove. Where is it? It's here. All right. It's kind of lackluster. Co- com- if you compare that to the 2.0, where you get greeted with this expansive view, this feels kind of dull. But I think, yeah, this looks, but yeah, the scenery looks really good though. I don't know why people are complaining about the vault, but from like
Attention all staff. Please cease work at once and leave the vault. We wish you a pleasant day.
yeah, my first impression of this is insane. I think it looks great. What the heck? And I'm not even using like a high-end PC settings or something. This looks amazing. Why are we getting a day off all of a sudden? What about? I don't know why people are upset about this area. I think it looks great. What? There's a waterfall? So what is this? What is this? There's no. We got this item. Oh, you can't use grapple. You still use the shooter though. But this is just another shooter. That's kind of lazy, don't you think? It. I wonder if you can break rocks with this thing. You can't. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So it's hover droid, but yeah, with more functions. I don't think that's a bad thing. Because yeah, the camera function is the same as the camera function. Like it's a quick camera function, but it doesn't have the options that you have with this thing. So yeah. I don't know why I don't know why this camera function doesn't just quickly go to the camera function, or do you have something like that in the I'm stalling. I know I'm stalling. I'm just curious. Can you edit the quick access to camera? No, you can't. There is no camera quick access. That's stupid. That is so stupid. What? Why? You went all the way to include all these new features, but you can't even quick access it. What's the point? This wheel is so annoying because like you have to go to your control settings. You have to go to, you can only edit the quick access in your control settings. There's no dedicated key button to do it. And yeah, this thing was actually by default caps lock. Why would you default it to caps lock? I don't understand. I don't know. To each their own. But I don't want to have it default to caps lock. But yeah, let's see what the quest is.
Attention all staff. Please cease work at once and leave the vault. We wish you a pleasant day.
Don't worry, it's already been approved by the higher-ups. They see this as a valuable opportunity to work with the Order, and as such requested your assistance.
Now I think why do I feel like, okay, let's be real, okay? Let's be real. They added Whimpering Waste in 2.1, right? it feels like it almost feels like Rochia should have been in the 2.1 version when Whimpering Waste was released. It should have been that, you know? It should have been they released Whimpering Waste with Rochia in the banner. And it would have been great, right? It would have been great if you had both Rochia and Bran in the same version. Don't you think? I don't know, it's just me. But at the same time, right, a Phoebe with the fishing quest that we have right now is phenomenal. I just love having Phoebe with me during the fishing quest. And I understand why Phoebe had to be in this version, because they're releasing the fishing quest in this version. But like, okay, where with Zani in this exploration quest, right? Where's Zani? Why can't we pull for Zani? Right? You get what I mean, right? Where's Zani? We're being accompanied by Zani, but where's Zani? Like you should have made Zani. You should have made Zani playable as the trial character in this exploration quest. Like why would I be playing this exploration quest if I can't play Zani? Like, what's the point? Get it? And I don't know. It just feels like such a missed opportunity. One thing, they didn't rerun Camellia at the same time as Rochia's banner. They didn't. I was waiting, where's Camellia? It's Jinxie. Where's Camellia? I'm like, okay, why did you put Rochia in the banner but no Camellia there? And now with 2.1 Whimpering Waste, why is it an AoE endgame but we can't even pull for Rochia to complete the endgame? Like it's annoying. Also we could kind of showcase my gameplay of Whimpering Waste. I'm not sure if we're gonna be good at it. I'm not sure if we're gonna like get max score. I'm not sure if we're gonna even reach 4.5k, because it is so unoptimized for low end PCs like my PC. I'm running on like a 1650. And like the waves of enemies just take forever to load in. Like it just takes forever. Even if you play at the best of your ability, you play in super sweaty quick swap teams, and then you're trying to burst out this ultra skill, and then the wave ends.
To my connection with the world.
The wave ends. The next wave of enemies comes in, and then you're about to use your ultra skill or your intro skill. And then the enemies aren't there, you're just out of combat, and you just don't trigger your constructor. You just don't. And like, it just staggers your momentum a lot. It just stops you. It just halts you. You're in this mood, you're in this, you're in the zone, you're trying to make the best plays in quick swap rotations, and then, boop, the wave ends, no enemies. You pull out this biggest nuke in the entire game, it hits nothing. It's annoying. It's the most annoying thing ever. Don't mind the fact that we don't get Rochia. The loading time it takes to wait for the next wave of enemies itself is just enough to make you so triggered about Whimpering Waste. It's a missed opportunity. It's a missed opportunity. Rochia was like nobody pulled for Rochia, right? Nobody pulled for Rochia. Nobody wants Rochia. But then Whimpering Waste came out, and now suddenly everyone wants Rochia.
To my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now.
And now we can't pull for Rochia. It's annoying. It's annoying. In fact, I think they should have just rerun Jiyan and Rochia on the same day, on the same patch they released Whimpering Waste, man. They should have just released Rochia and Jiyan on the same version release as Whimpering Waste. Such a missed opportunity, I don't care if it sounds like, oh, pull this character to clear the endgame. I don't really care about that. I'm just annoyed by it. I'm just so annoyed by Whimpering Ways so much that I would just, okay, you want me to pull this character? I'm gonna pull this character, and then I'm gonna prove a point whether or not this character is busted or not for the end game that they presented in 2.1. I'm upset that we now have less Tower of Adversity and replaced by Whimpering Wastes, and not everyone is gonna be able to do Whimpering Wastes because they don't have enough characters to do it. They don't have enough characters. They don't have enough signature weapons. You know, it grinds my gear. It's annoying. It's annoying. It's annoying. I really don't like Whimpering Ways. I don't like what was the event? What was the reoccurring event that you get before Whimpering Ways? What was it called again? I forgot what it was called. It was in the event tab, right? You had to do it every patch or something. But yeah, they basically made that into a worse version of it. It's so bad. It's so bad. Give us back Hello Smell, man, where we had like, infinite intros, infinite no cooldowns on your infinite energy, no cooldowns on skills, echoes, liberation. That was fun. But this just not. It just isn't it, Trying to take an example out of Honkai Star, that don't do that. Do not make an example out of the worst games out there, man. We went from only needing 3 weapons. You can share weapons between different characters in the end game. Now you can't. You need to bring. You need to have more DPSs. Like supports are deemed useless because it just wastes time. You need to dish out damage now and now, right now and now. You don't have time to use your support characters to outro to buff your other characters. It's just a waste of time. You just need more DPS characters. But then, if you have more DPS characters, you need more echo sets. You need more weapons. It's just too much investment for the early game characters to even even come close to that. You need like several months of playing the game. Just to get the Astrites, just to wait for those banners. Even the Astrite is not the problem. The asteroid is not the problem.
This is a testament to my connection with
The game is generous enough that they give you asteroids to pull for any character you want, to get any weapon that you want. But it's the waiting time, it's the banner cycle, You have to wait for the next banner character. Now you can get Chang-Li. Now you can get Brand. Now you can pull for that weapon. Now you have to wait 2, 3, 4 weeks to get enough characters to beat the end game. Like, what's the point of that? Yeah, if Tower Adversity was balanced, because you only need 2 teams, right? You only need 2 teams, and then you need a mediocre team to clear out the rest of the flaws. That's not really important. Like flaws 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can use any characters for that. I even use Tao Chi for those flaws 1, 2, 3. I bet I could even solo them with Tao Chi. But yeah, it's Whimpering Ways is so bad. I hate Whimpering Ways. Where's the audio? Is there no dedicated background music for this place? Am I listening to the wrong game audio right now? Where's the epic music? Where's the epic background? Okay, I can hear ambience. But where's the music? Like the trailer showed me epic trailer music. But where's the epic background music for this place? It just sounds so serene. It's not even different from outside the vault. I think that's what's missing. I think that's what people are complaining about. Where's the background music for this place? It looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It looks absolutely gorgeous. But I don't get the feeling of being any different from outside the vault. Or at least a Phoebe. That's so cute.
Mm-hmm. I see. You've done a great job. Rover and Miss Zani! Nice to see you again.
She's so cute. Hello there, Phoebe.
It's been a while. Mind if I ask what you were doing just now?
Oh, we were just chatting. They seemed lonely. Not many people talk to them.
So cute. She's adorable.
This train echo? Well, it's been running since the vault was built. It chugs along, doing its thing in silence. But I do believe your company has made its day. But if I remember correctly, you are not the representative the Order informed me of.
Wait, really?
Yes, it was supposed to be another acolyte, but she's busy with the Order's work, so I volunteered.
Did the thought of working with the Montellis scare her away?
Perhaps, Ms. Zani. But I'm sure she'd think differently if she met a Montelli employee like you. Seeing as the Montelli family and the Order are both blessed by the Sentinel, our paths were bound to cross eventually.
I'm glad you see it that way. Now, do you have it?
Certainly. As you requested, the escorts carried an empty case while the relic stayed with me.
Thank you.
I love how there's a little bit of nuance to Phoebe's character. She sounds a lot more mature than she appears. And I love that. I love that. She's well educated. You know, she reads a lot. But she's so adorable. She's so adorable. She's so cute. Who would I say amongst my favorite characters so far? It is of course Phoebe, Zani. No, not Zani. Sorry, Jeji, Jinxi, Jinxi. I think they call her Jinxi. Jinxi, Jeji, Phoebe. Who else? I don't think anyone else is that good. Even Shopkeeper would be maybe below that. I think fourth. Yeah. Well, if I would rank them, I don't think we've seen enough of Phoebe as of now. But she is one of my favorite characters. Right now, I'm expecting more out of Phoebe as a character in the story. I hope that we do see more of her. But as for Jinxi, well, her story is pretty much done, right? And I would say that Jinxi, I love her entire story, but I don't know, the whole 1.1 quest didn't it was impactful. It felt it was compelling. It was a very compelling story. But it didn't leave you with a very lasting impression compared to like Chang Li's story quest, right? Chang Li's story quest felt more impactful. It not impactful. I think impactful is the wrong word to use here. I think it left you with a more lasting impression about the character, about Chang Li, because we went through, you know, we physically went through her, you know, her childhood, where we get a glimpse of her past. Whereas in Jinshi is just a flashback, right? You know, it doesn't, it is not as, you know, it doesn't give you it doesn't give you much it doesn't leave you with a better lasting impression than you know, physically seeing Changli in her as a child, right? And you see how she struggled. Whereas with Jinshi, she was, of course, she did suffer a terrible fate, but she was protected from the very beginning, right? She was raised by the Sentinel, and you know, her mentor, which is Changli. Overall, the impact that it brought, Jinsi, of course, was, you know, bigger, had a bigger impact in the story, but but you know, what gave a more lasting impression on the character itself was in Changli's story quest. Not that I like Changli personally. I just think that, you know, her story quest was very well done. We could expect more Jinsi story quest. I just like, you know, Jinsi is just a fun character to play with, you know. Whereas Phoebe, I don't know. Okay, you can argue that Jinsi has a very restrictive team composition, right? You need to have coordinated attack characters for her to work. But at the same time, Phoebe is even worse than that, because the only character that she can use is Rover, and Rover has to be Spectral Rover. Like, it's in terms of restrictive teams, Phoebe is a lot more restrictive than Jinsi. In terms of damage, both characters aren't even at their max potential, to be honest. Jinsi has way more to give, especially in the next version. I feel like in the next version, Jinsi will get even more of an increase in damage. But at the same time, you know, if you look at their sequences, I think Phoebe has a much stronger sequences, especially the S1 to S3. It's just straight up busted sequences from S1 to all the way to S3 is so strong. In terms of signature weapons, I think Phoebe's signature isn't that great. It's kind of, you know, disappointing for a signature weapon that is so beautiful in design, but it's actually not that great compared to, you know, String Master or like other alternatives. Whereas Broad Blades, you don't really have a choice. You really don't. And like for Jinsi specifically, her signature weapon is even better than her sequences, especially S1. Not S2 though. S2 is busted, and S3 also is busted. But I think you could make an argument whether the S3 is, whether or not it's better than her signature. I think the signature is still better than S3. S3 alone, by the way, not S1 to S3. S3 alone. Comparatively, I think the signature weapon is better than the S3. But S2 is busted. Jinsi S2 is busted. Whereas Phoebe goes bonkers with her sequences. And so far, right, even with the limited amount of story and character quests, story quests, and exposition that we get with Phoebe, I'm just more attracted to Phoebe way more than Jinsi. You spend a lot more time with Phoebe, you know, in the fishing quest, and you know, in 2.0, you meet Phoebe from the very beginning, right? You meet Phoebe at the very beginning, and even though she's not part of the Montelli family, right? She's part of the Order, which you are trying to go against. But you see this innocent girl who has like who, like, you just want to save her from the clutches of the order. It's it's so, you know, and she has such an enamoring personality on top of that. So yeah, I think because of how exposed we are, how long we get attached to Phoebe as compared to other characters in general, like even compared to Jinchi, even compared to Jeji. Yeah, I mean, Jeji's story quest is atrocious. It's utterly atrocious for a new player where you don't get to play the Moonchase Festival. You suddenly meet Jinxie. You suddenly meet Jeji out of the blue, out of nowhere. You don't get introduced to this character from the Moonchase Festival. You suddenly meet Jeji out of nowhere, and like that characterization in the game, they should have just made the Moonchase Festival event permanent. Straight up. You just make the event permanent. Give Yang Li Yao to every player out there. Like you, no one's gonna pull for Zhang Li Yao otherwise. It's disappointing to say the least. So yeah, if I would rank my favorite characters, of course Phoebe in general. I think Jinxie is better. I think I would rank Jinxie above Jeji because of how, you know, she's fun to play, she's easy to work with, you know, she's super strong, very beginner friendly as well. And then you have Jeji, who, you know, is just catered to two characters and that's it. She does less damage than Mortefi, and like I love her as a character, but you know, in terms of gameplay, she's terrible. She's right now she is in the meta teams, but just because of how she supports the best two characters in the game. But other than that, you know, even though I love her design, I love her character, but the story is just lackluster. That you can't sugarcoat it. Glaze all you want about Jeji, her, you know, her story quest was very lackluster. Even though you get, you know, you get a lot of exposition in story guys. You get to see how she was raised, how she's struggling in the present day, but there's just not enough of her, you know. There's just not enough of her. What exactly is this thing?
It's an important relic entrusted to the Montellis. That's all I know.
Same here, but it doesn't matter. Lady Carlotta gave me this job. I just follow orders, no questions asked. That's how you work for the Montellis. Our top priority is to get the job done, nice and clean. By the way, the device from Lady Carlotta should have top security clearance, so you'll be able to operate the train Echo. I hope you enjoy driving.
Alright, board the train Echo and steer it along the tracks. Use the clearance device to shoot the target mechanisms. This will change their status, allowing you to turn cameras on and off, switch track directions, and control security mechanism within the vault. Oh, okay. Upgrade your clearance drive to unlock more functions. Board and steer the Echo train, choose its path and control the mechanisms along the way. Some tracks within the Averardo vault are under maintenance. Use the switches to ensure the train stays on tracks that allow passage. If it's on the right, it will automatically return. Okay. Oh wait.
There are several tracks reserved especially for us. Just switch over when you see the sign.
What? What? I thought we were gonna... So I can't be in third person? Oh, you just opened the chest right there. Is this it? I thought we were gonna... Uh-huh. Wait, why am I looking at the floor? The heck?
I'm amazed they're so steady on tracks this steep.
Perhaps your earlier encouragement did wonders, miss.
Uh-huh, so it just tells you to shoot things without you finding it out yourself. That's kind of... what kind of gameplay is this? I can see why people are disappointed about it now. But yeah, the scenery looks nice. It's just the gameplay is kind of bad. Like why can't I see the train in third person? Like why can't I see the train while it's moving? Oh wait, what? It's an ally? Wait, what?
What are they, Mizani?
Okay, that's dumb. I didn't even get to finish the dialogue. Is that what happened?
The vault security mode has been activated. Someone touched something they shouldn't have. Unlikely. All personnel were sent home at the start of this assignment. The highest security protocols are in place, too.
Should we ask for outside help?
We can't. Not while the vault security echo is there. It's capable of sensing danger. Once it detects a threat, it locks down the vault, jams all signals, and activates a bunch of troublesome echo guards. Ha! A triple whammy.
So there's no way out and no hope for backup.
Any back doors? The Montellis must have designed one.
There is, but it's a bit tricky. Anyway, we need to access the security room first. Your clearance might come in handy. Don't worry. Keeping you safe is part of my job.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so now we get the... So now we get a different music background. A clearance device specially prepared by Carlotta, granting you the highest level of access within Averardo vault. Verify your clearance at designated security rooms in the vault to increase your clearance level and unlock additional functions. If anyone is wondering where Aoi is, you know, where my avatar, VTuber avatar is, I couldn't restore my old iPhone. I don't know why. But my iPhone was the device I used to track my VTuber model movements, and right now I can't use the iPhone. So you're wondering why I'm not using Aoi? It's because I can't restore my iPhone. I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying to troubleshoot the restoration of it. I don't know why, but I think I forgot the... I just forgot the... I forgot the security pin for my iPhone, even because I haven't been using my iPhone for a long time because I got a new phone. So when I kept forgetting the pin to unlock the phone, I just had to reset the phone, and I didn't really care about resetting the phone because, you know, I've already backed up everything, you know, transfer all the files to my new phone. But yeah, now we have this problem where we have this problem where yeah, I don't even know if I can even access my iCloud account, you know, my Apple account back, even if I do manage to restore the phone. I don't even know if I can log back into my account because I need the purchase history of the apps that I've spent to using the VTuber avatar to make it work. Um, or else I can use the new phone, but it has less tracking capabilities. It has very basic facial functions compared to the iPhone, even though it's an old iPhone, by the way. It's just software. Um, and on top of that, you need to have like a premium account for YouTube Studio, um, for it to not give you a trial version of about 5 minutes, and then you have to press the button again to track your facial movements again. So it's so much of a hassle that I've been thinking about. If all else fails, maybe I'll try to get a 2D version of an avatar as compared to the one I've been using all this time. All right. So where are we? Verify your clearance at the designated security rooms to increase your clearance level and unlock additional functions. Using the clearance device to shoot the target mechanisms will change their status, allowing you to turn the cameras on and off, switch track directions, and control security mechanism within the vault. Upgrade your clearance level to unlock more functions. You can control various mechanisms within the vault with this device.
Keep an eye on the surveillance cameras. They're all interlinked. Guards will be summoned if you're detected by one for too long. With top clearance, you should be able to disable some of the cameras. Give it a try.
Greetings. The Averardo vault is in lockdown. Please proceed to the train Echo station and take line 1 to evacuate the vault.
Interesting. So, I didn't expect the Echo to have a voiceover. That's interesting. Like, how many Echoes had voice acting so far? Abby, right? Abby, Lorelai? I wasn't expecting for the vending machine to start talking. You won't be taking the train for now. Interesting. Can you not just...
Security lockdown? That's odd. The employee manual says this mode can only be activated by... Miss, if I may, what are you doing?
Me? Oh, this Echo seems to have a headache. I'm trying to help.
Wait, even if it is malfunctioning, you shouldn't hit it with your
Depository 1 security module malfunction. Lockdown detected. Emergency pass override activated. Line 1 temporary access granted. Please evacuate via the nearest exit.
What the...
Is something wrong, Miss Zani?
No, never mind. Active security mode means all the main routes inside the vault are sealed. But with your device, we should be able to override their protocols.
Self-diagnosis cancelled by default. That's funny. I see. You can't access other parts of the... Wait. Can I... Oh, that's nice.
An unexpected discovery.
What else is there? There's probably a lot more, right? It can't be nothing. Oh, that's cool. What is that? That's cool. I think this place looks amazing, don't you think? This place looks absolutely gorgeous. It's something that you would expect from the Montelli family, right? Like, bro, this is the thing that you would expect from but you can't open the glider. You just can't fly in it. Wait. Yeah, you can't fly. You can't even use grapple, by the way. But I mean, other than that, oops. Oh. But other than that, you can still use everything else Phoebe has access to. Huh. How do you disable that then? Oh, interesting. So it doesn't tell you how, but you just have to pick it out based on the context clues.
Good fortune comes your way.
I'm just gonna put.
This vault feels suffocating.
I find it comforting. There's no idle chit-chat here. Just work. Plain and simple.
Oh, wait.
Let me be there for everyone.
Wait a second.
As we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
What? Spectral? Wait. How do...
Today will be a fine day.
What does Phoebe's outro do? In confession state, grant silent prayer to the resonator on the field, reducing the spectral res of nearby targets, and granting 100% spectral frazzle damage amplification. Oh, when spectral frazzle inflicts damage, extend spectral frazzle damage interval by 50%. This effect lasts 30 seconds until Phoebe switches to absolution status. I see. So it really doesn't make sense to use confession state if your Phoebe is, if you're using Phoebe at all. I'm sorry, it doesn't make sense to use a confession state if you're not using Spectral Rover. Why is there so many random stuff around? I don't like how slow Averardo is.
Watch out! It's starting to move!
You will obey. One of the sounds.
Is there nothing here? Probably we'll come back to this place. There's enough variety in the area that you don't actually feel like it's repetitive. Don't think so.
Remnants of the past.
Interesting. How do I get access to that then? Okay. So I just need to increase my clearance level.
The security control room in this depository is right ahead. You can put your device to good use there. Each depository has its own security room. Just verify your device here to obtain security clearance. It's only valid for this depository, though. Necessary for the vault's security. But yes, it's a hassle. We're stuck here for now, and the only way out is to get clearance from each of the depositories. That means going deeper into the vault.
How much deeper?
Beats me. The security room only controls the depository it's in and grants access to the next.
So, aside from a handful of senior members of the Montelli family, no one knows the full layout of this vault?
I don't know. Maybe a handful of people who've worked here for over 30 years might. Let's get clearance first. It might help us avoid most of the defense systems triggered by the lockdown.
Do the Montellis have a love for building labyrinths?
Not really. It's all for the security of the vault.
Maybe we can make a detour from this side.
Wait, something's off with this thing. Has it been tampered with?
Wait, what's the missing
Let me see.
item?
Someone removed the hidden security module. Check the log file with your clearance. There it is. It was taken by Ash. The name rings a bell. Yes, the employee manual mentions an old employee named Ash, who designed most of the vault's security features. But he passed away.
What?
It seems this Ash also had access to the control room. Could it be that old woman? This is only speculation. But what if this Ash stole from the vault and took the security module? That would explain why a complete lockdown was triggered.
What's a hidden security module? Is it like a key?
Pretty much. It's the monitoring core that powers this entire depository. If we don't get it back, we'll be stuck here for good.
We'll be stuck here
A vault
forever.
employee could easily access the module, but nobody would dare steal it. Everyone knows that'll trigger a lockdown of the entire vault.
But what if that's exactly what they want?
She's
Think
smart.
about it. There's no one in the vault except for us, and all comms are blocked. It's the perfect opportunity for a thief.
Don't tell me they're searching for... Never mind. We need to catch this rat before they cause us more trouble.
Rat.
Let's go find out.
All right. Let's find the rat. I don't feel like
These echo guards are controlled by the security system. You can also command them with your clearance.
I don't feel like anything is
The higher
repetitive in
your
this.
clearance is, the more obedient they become.
Use the clearance device to turn the hostile security echoes in the vault into allies. In this state, they will prioritize the safety of the clearance holder above all else. If an allied echo is too far from the clearance device or the clearance device is not equipped, it will revert to its hostile state. Controllable echoes are marked by a golden aura. Clearance device can only control a limited number of echoes. Once this limit is reached, you won't be able to control any additional echoes. Wait, what? Okay. Upgrade your clearance to increase the number of echoes you can control simultaneously. Controllable echoes are marked by a golden aura.
Leave it to me.
Aura. Okay, you can only get one at a time.
Sentinel protection. Descend! Purify! Judgment time!
I kind of forgot to use absolution state there. Oh wow, is it permanent? Is it permanent? That's kind of interesting. Oh, the door is automatically open. That's cool.
Dark forces approach. Be on guard. Answer path is arduous. Shine, holy light! Watch out! It's fast!
Oh, almost fell.
Nice moves. Don't worry about me. I'll keep up.
Wait, what does that do? The, the echoes kind of look kind of goofy when they're doing that, you know.
What a pain in the neck.
Is there anything of interest? At your disposal.
That's easy. What's this?
There's a covered vase here. What's the story behind this one?
Beautiful or ugly? What do you say?
I think it's ugly.
The Montellis disagree, but they keep it hidden for people of your taste.
They keep it hidden for the people of your taste. So you don't get to see it. That's hilarious. Okay, is there a dialogue if you say it's pretty?
There's a covered vase here.
Beautiful or ugly? What do you say? The Montellis think so, which is why they don't want to share it.
There's a covered vase here.
Take them. They're the personal bonus Lady Carlotta arranged just for you.
Is that really the case? Okay, this is the missing
Interesting.
item.
It's labeled as a donation from the Order, but the cabinet is empty.
Huh.
The heir collected before the lament.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god.
Huh. It might have some research value, if it's real. So, it seems this Ash, whoever they are, messed around with the display cases, took the module, and triggered the lockdown that trapped us here.
Does each display case have its own log?
You know how it is. Some thieves have made sneaking into the vault their sole purpose in life. Let's hope this Ash isn't after the secret cache.
What's that?
Ah, I've heard rumors that the Montelli Vault holds the most valuable treasure in all of Raguna.
I doubt it. Not even the most senior Montelli employee knows anything about this so-called treasure. But that ridiculous tale still draws in idiots trying to break in. Hundreds of them every year. They think a stolen ID will let them waltz into the vault. But as I said, each depository has its own security module. When the vault is in lockdown, it's impregnable. Not even a single shell credit can be taken, let alone any of the vault's artifacts and collections.
Amazing, but we got what to do.
Let's head up to the monitoring room on the top level and check if the old lady we saw in the surveillance footage is Ash.
Some of the defense systems have been activated. We should tread carefully from here on out.
My alertness level is still pretty high though. Don't know what that would cause if it goes up to 100.
A mysterious scroll painting that leads to a secluded retreat.
That sounds like Lijeji's painting.
I heard a tiger ironsmith wielding a greatsword lives inside this scroll.
Wait a second. Oh, it's the it's the Wukong reference. Ah, that's funny. Wait, what was that? Oh. Can you not unlock this?
Oh, how beautiful. But why was it covered?
Really? You don't know this painting?
Isn't it just a landscape?
Be my witness, Rover. What I'm about to say is purely to satisfy our acolyte's curiosity. No hidden agenda.
Why the sudden suspense? What's so special about this painting?
This piece, titled Ballad Beneath the Stars, may appear simple at first, just a shepherd tending his flock under a vast sky. However, the pattern on the shepherd's clothes resembles the order's emblem, only flipped upside down. And the number of stars matches the recorded blessings bestowed by our Sentinel Emperador.
Interesting.
What's more, the number of sheep is the same as the Sentinel's wings. Given that some fanatics claim the Sentinel's divine messages are fabrications, when you connect the dots, doesn't it seem like this shepherd is hinting at something?
Could you make it more obvious?
What?
Yeah, Phoebe did not understand that.
According to my interpretation of the Codex, I don't see how this painting implies anything untoward.
Okay.
Maybe not to you or some of your fellow acolytes, and certainly not to the Montellis or the painter. But there are others who don't share that view, and their voices are often the loudest.
So they express their opinions or emotions in, their paintings.
That's why this painting is covered, to avoid stirring up trouble.
I see.
Very prudent. But it's still a shame people can't admire its beauty anymore.
What about the risk of people slandering the order? Doesn't that bother you?
As some will appreciate a piece of art, others will hate or misinterpret it. The same goes for the order.
Interesting. That's a really cool philosophy though.
People's views are shaped by their backgrounds and experiences. What's precious to one might be another's poison. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. As long as they genuinely believe it, I don't see a problem. Locking this painting away is perhaps the best option for now, but I believe it will eventually return to where it belongs, for everyone to see.
Wow. That's such a powerful message. Damn. That's that I'm speechless.
If more people thought like you, we'd see a lot less trouble in the world.
That's what I love about Phoebe, you know. She has this innocent demeanor, but she's so mature and so well educated, and she has this, you know, open-mindedness about herself. Even though she has this conflict in her head, right, between different clashes of, you know, agendas, but she herself can move past that. You know? I wonder what's more in store. I can't wait for more Phoebe.
At your disposal. I engraft you new.
Shadow descends. Be gone.
Is this where we started? I feel like we gone. Yeah, we're gonna complete 360. Wait, where did we come from? What? Oh, this. What's the purpose of two doors when you can just go through one? All right. I guess the place gets more dangerous when it's in high alert. But you can see that everything is in gold, so it's not like that. Wait, what? Who the heck are you?
Hello.
Is that just a rendering issue, or is everyone seeing this?
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you work here?
I think it's a rendering issue. I think my PC is glitching.
Sorry if this sounds odd, but I'm a bit confused. I don't remember why I'm here.
Why does she look blurry? Is that supposed to be?
All I know is that I do work in the vault, and my name is Lily.
Yeah, I think that's my that's a me issue. I don't know what's wrong.
But this isn't the section I oversee. Why am I here? Why are you here?
Lady Carlotta has tasked us with a special delivery. May I see your ID, Miss Lily?
I only have this card.
Thank you. Confidential researcher? The vault does have that position, but the researcher shouldn't be in this section. The ID is real. The anti-counterfeit features check out.
She doesn't look like she could be a thief's accomplice either.
That thing you're carrying seems to disagree.
The Order's relics are kept a secret from everyone, including an acolyte like myself. I can't say what it's reacting to. But I do have a strange feeling about Ms. Lily.
Oh, we shouldn't leave her here, I guess.
She could accidentally trigger something dangerous if left alone. That's the last thing we need.
Agreed. And if she is somehow involved, we'd save a lot of effort by taking her with us.
Okay, look at I can't take my eyes off this, but Zani's body portions are so long. Her torso is so long. And her leg starts from here. Like, wow. Compare that to like, compared to that, okay, I don't think this is correct to say, but Zani is supposed to be taller, right? But the shoulder length, okay, the shoulder length is a bit higher. But look at this, the torso for the robot isn't as long as this. That's incredibly long.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but you'll need to come with us.
I think the illusion of the illusion of her having a very long legs is because she wears a belt right like above her navel, like holy. That is a how do you get in these pants? How 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 do you get in these pants? Like how does this part of the pants go like pass through your posterior? Those are some flexible pants, I guess.
I understand your hesitation, but with the vault sealed, you'll be safer with us.
All right. I'll come with you.
Good. Time to use your clearance, Rover. Let's find out what's really going on in this vault.
It has to be like a echo anomaly or something. Warning, for vault employees level 2 or higher clearance only. Due to security risks posed by Fraxidus activities, the family has decided to temporarily suspend the Descartes auction. A date for its resumption will be announced in due course. During the suspension, relevant staff members will be reassigned to other duties. The auction hall will be temporarily repurposed into a banquet hall and a ballroom. The official public statement for the suspension will be the auction center is undergoing renovations in line with applicable regulations from other regions. Oh, wait. The auction? Wasn't that in the Carlotta trailer? Wasn't that in the Carlotta trailer where, you know, Carlotta was ambushed by a group of hooligans? Were those Fraxidus? The official public statement for the suspension will be the auction center is undergoing renovation in line with applicable regulations from other regions. Employees are strictly prohibited from disclosing the true reason for the suspension to outsiders. I see. So the true reason is about the Fraxidus. Violators will be considered to have breached confidentiality and will face appropriate penalties. What about the other one? Oh, you can. I see.
More guards are gathering.
The longer the vault stays in lockdown, the more defense systems and echo guards get activated.
Wait, there's someone there.
Oh, someone's hiding over there.
They managed to get out though. Hopefully at least.
Ma'am, does the name Ash mean anything to you?
Old Ash. He used to say he wanted to sleep among the echoes to study their behaviors. What a stubborn man.
So the real Ash did exist. As for that man hiding over there, he might have stolen Ash's ID and gotten stuck here.
Ash's ID was stolen. Outsiders couldn't have done that. We've been in here for at least 20 years. Oh, even with my fuzzy memory, I know that much.
20 years?
20 years in this vault. Sounds like a living hell.
If it were me, I could maybe last, well, 10 years tops.
You're a resonator though.
But no one should be working in such awful conditions, Miss Sani.
Yeah, well, personally, I just hope to live long enough to make the most out of my retirement someday. Anyway, We've got an imposter on our hands, posing as Ash. Let's take the train to the Echo Depository. We must find this thief and retrieve the security module. After that, we can decide what to do next.
Let's see. Ah, not this.
Leave it to me.
Wait, I have level 2 now, right? Okay. Ow.
The show begins.
Sentinel protection. Descend!
Oh yeah, I forgot. Ow.
More time. Enduring the fight. One is the sound.
Over there together we stand. In the name of Imperator.
I guess without, without Spectral Frazzle.
Purify. Judgment time.
Without Spectral Frazzle, wait, take that to the first floor. Without Frazzle, Phoebe's Outro and Liberation is most of the damage that you could deal in the overworld as a standalone character.
You actually fixed it. What a genius move, miss.
Oh, that's nothing. If they relapse, I'll be back to perform more percussive maintenance.
Percussive. Wait, that's it? That's it? That's it? That's all the... Is that all the exploration quests is? I hate this
Stay
train, to be
alert,
honest.
everyone. During training, I was told to avoid the Echo Depository unless absolutely necessary. Each Echo is unique. And trust me, you don't want to know what happens if one gets damaged.
Be careful, Rover. Something's coming our way.
It's a special Echo Guard. Didn't expect it to follow us this far. We gotta lose it.
Don't worry about us. Just focus on operating the train echo.
Hold tight. It's just the safety mode kicking in.
Are you all right, Ms. Lily?
I'm fine. Be careful.
How big is this base?
I didn't expect this fella in the vault.
Thank goodness. Everyone's safe.
Oh, the confession state is different. So, yeah, what the heck? It's the same entrance as before. Like, I don't see any difference. I don't know if that's me, but okay, the first one had security in the first.
Dark forces approach. Be on guard. Purify. Answer me.
That was close. Are you all right, Rover?
Rays of illumination.
How? That's annoying. So wait, does this device actually like have a cooldown or something? Call the elevator. Oh, what's this?
The imposter just ran away.
Oh, there's a book. What is this?
My dear boy, leaving you is the last thing I want, but these troubled times force my hand. All I can offer now are a few words on this torn paper. Stand tall and live your life with pride. Your parents gave their lives for the dignity of art, and you carry the same blood in your veins. I've sacrificed my freedom in pursuit of the endless mysteries these echoes hold, but I believe in you. You have a strong heart. Hold on to hope and keep moving forward. One day, the treasure we have valued deep within the Averardo vault will bring forth new hope. With love.
So
My dear boy.
Ash. So basically, Ash left his son the security clearance.
It looks like a letter sent to his grandson. And this paper, was it torn from a book?
A grandson? The book you just picked.
I can't understand a word.
I can make out a little. It seems connected to cryptography.
It's an echo book, young lady. And it seems fond of you. You think you're reading it, but it's actually the book communicating with you.
That's crazy. The book is an echo.
An echo book? Incredible.
Yes. It doesn't speak, but it responds to the questions you ask. The more time you spend with it, the more you'll understand it. Old Ash carried this book everywhere. I heard it even helped him design a coded lock for the vault.
You're saying the book is alive and it tells you miraculous knowledge. I sure haven't heard that before. The religious implications of the story is amazing.
That letter you saw is indeed a page from this book. I remember Ash tearing it out in a fit once. We all made him clean the bathroom as a punishment.
Wait, how do you know so much about Ash and his grandson?
So Ash left this letter to tell his grandson about that mysterious secret cache. Turns out it really does exist.
And the Ash we're chasing now...
He probably found out about the cache from the letter and is attempting to steal it.
Exactly. It's just like Acolyte Phoebe said. He triggered the lockdown to get to the depths of the vault without interference. If he'd acted like a professional and stuck to the plan instead of messing around, we wouldn't be in this mess.
What do you mean a professional?
We need to find him before he puts himself or others in danger. Plus, we need the security module to leave. Let's head to the lower control room and check the surveillance cameras.
I wasn't really, interested in Zani before this quest. But I think she's cute. I think she's very cute.
Since this book belongs to the Montellis, I'll hold on to it for now. Once we activate the clearance, we should be able to access the elevator.
What else is there in the room though? Can't open here. Hello, is the hologram thing. Wow, it's shining. It's bald. The shining bald head is bald. My eyes. Oh, cool. You can see lots of different echoes. Okay, it's the same echo with different poses. Yeah, all three are the same echoes. Kind of cute though. Wait, there's more up top, right? I understand why you can't use the grapple. You can't use the grapple, you can't climb. And it makes sense why. Because of the layout of the... You can see different echoes from here. There's that jester there. There's the... knight. Fencer. The... Is that... I don't know. We'll get to see more of them, I guess, as we climb. These are hands. That's the other hand. Is this white hand? Yeah, that's the white hand. And apparently, are these supposed to be echoes? I don't know. It'd be cool if they are though. Oh wait, this is the entrance. I just wanted to see the rectifiers. So it's just amazing to look at them though. Amazing. Simply amazing.
Cherish the gift not given lightly.
So there's more echoes here. They're the same. Oh, it's not the same. All three of them are the same. That's strange. Maybe we're at the top level. What about? That's strange. And where was the part that we saw the jester echo being displayed? Oh, there. This one. That's a very long laser. Hello. Oh. Oh wow.
Dark forces approach. Be on guard.
I accidentally triggered the alert. Hello, Dion. I'm doing okay. Oh, okay. That was surprising.
Shine, holy light.
Nowhere to hide. You will obey. One with the sound.
Sentinel protects me.
Oh, so the alertness only goes up one time and then what? Wow, there's a lot going on behind that door.
The Echo Depository is in complete disarray. Make sure to keep your distance from all the echoes.
Wow.
The security clearance should give us control over the defense systems. I'll figure it out.
Look, he's there.
What? That's some crazy security mechanisms.
Okay, let's sort out the clues. The lockdown is still in full effect, triggered when Ash removed the security module. To escape, we need to retrieve the module and use our clearance to reach the vault's depth. On top of that, thanks to him, we're stuck dealing with the defense systems. So, for both his sake and ours, we need to catch him as soon as possible.
How about we do it the other way around? Let's approach this from another angle. There must be a smarter way to go about this.
He's running blind, getting more desperate as the lockdown escalates. But there's only one way he can go. And only one thing that can take him there.
The train echo!
Makes sense. He has no choice but to go to the train echo's terminus. So,
We wait for him at the final stop.
Without us chasing him, he'll follow the main route and trigger fewer defense systems.
that would save us a lot of trouble. I can help manage the security systems. With the clearance, I should be able to override some defenses and open shortcuts.
That should work. Rover and I will go retrieve the clearance. Ms. Lily, could you stay here and assist Ms. Zani?
Of course.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay.
We get a trial, Phoebe.
Dark forces approach. Be on guard.
I think there's more behind.
In the name of Imperator, that was close. Are you all right, Rover?
So we get to test Phoebe, but not Zani. And inversely, we get to test Brand in the Phoebe fishing quest instead of Phoebe. That's funny.
Let me be there for everyone.
Today will be a fine day.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting.
Perhaps it can help us deactivate the alarm.
Hello?
They're willing to help us.
Begins the clearance device to control the movement of silence Vitrum Dancers. Due to limited functionality, the Vitrum Dancer can only perform straight line dashes in 4 directions. Keep it within the camera's authentication range to unlock security doors. How the... what? This is exactly the same puzzle in Honkai Star Rail. That's kind of lazy.
It worked. Let's go, shall we?
But yeah, the rooms themselves feel absolutely gorgeous. And I bet this place would look even better with, you know, RTX on.
Remnants of the past.
But yeah, the puzzles are kind of disappointing. But this is nothing like the first sequence of the event.
No need to rush. Take your time.
Wait, what? Okay. I think it's, yeah, the boss's tell kind of hints you at the solution. I didn't really get it on the second one, but yeah, it really tells you where you have to go, which is kind of nice to figure out yourself. It doesn't just tell you where everything is, but it does gives you context clues.
Cherish every gain.
Now, okay, what I would have hoped for is that after the stage would have flipped over, right? It would then suddenly spawn echoes for you to fight. So it's not just puzzles that you have to solve, but then you have to fight more, you know, mobs of enemies. Even though it's almost as if like there's nothing to, you know, it's just the same thing over and over, but you know, at least it gives you the sense of feeling that you're inside the security vault, you know?
Don't worry. I'm here for you.
Can you hear me? The room to get the clearance is right ahead. Oh, wait! I see a group of echoes heading your way. I'll operate the controls and try to block them. Mind your step. Research value aside, these are worth a fortune. Breaking one could land you a hefty bill from Lady Carlotta.
Besides their worth, I'd rather we handle this without hurting them. Watch out! The path is arduous. Shielding others is my duty.
They just keep coming. We need to stop them.
I'll do my best to block them. Acolyte baby, are you with us? This isn't the time for prayers.
Judgment time!
So it was an endless battle. Interesting. That's a really cool cutscene.
It's finished. We can get the clearance now.
Yeah, this is what I was was what I was talking about, you know, expecting more out of Phoebe. I love this part. Yeah, but there's still more. There's still more to come, you know, with the main story, right? At least I hope we get to see more of Phoebe in the main story.
I'm fine. Really. It's just like hauling the codex around back at the Order. But, Rover, why are you staring at me like that? Is something wrong?
Stunning work, miss. If I hadn't seen this myself, I'd never believe your staff was meant to be used like that.
Yes, very impressive.
The stuff is actually an echo. The stuff isn't an inanimate object.
Striking with an appropriate level of force clears the mind, enhancing one's purification.
Well, well. Since when did our acolytes start cracking jokes? Looks like Rover's humor is rubbing off on you.
I wasn't joking.
It's funny though. Everyone's speechless. They're also implying that the rover have a weird sense of humor.
Maybe you should grab that clearance before they wake up.
Oh wow, wait, not Lumiscale. Lampilumen Myriad. It's cool that they have all the boss showcased. What's this? More fighting going on.
A mask? Is this also an echo? Oh, let me check. It says the wearer can see their true self through the mask's eyes and bring it to life.
Is it a reference to the mask? The green one?
Its last owner was rumored to steal other people's desires at will. But why did I only see myself?
Huh? What does that mean?
A mask? Oh, let me check. It says the wearer can see their true self through the mask's eyes and bring it to life. Its last owner was rumored to steal other people's desires at will. But why did I only see myself?
She can see herself in the eyes of the mask.
This is
just a strand of hair, nothing special. The label says, a strand of hair that once made a contract with the devil.
What does that even mean?
More echoes. Okay, there is a Lumiscale construct here. You can actually kill them from behind.
Answer me.
Just make them go quiet by hitting them behind the door. That's funny.
Stay calm.
It's funny how it's like the developers are patting themselves on the back for designing the echoes. It's a tribute to the people who made the echoes themselves.
Are you all right, Phoebe? Do you need a break?
No, I'm okay.
What's that? Oh, it's Thundering Memphis, right? Yeah, Thundering. Thundering Memphis. Echo-type collections are often gathered from all over the world, including many Tessie discards are non-native to the Renacita. Wait, Alien has that on his other arm? Didn't notice that. Cool little detail. And what's behind this door? Fourth law. A subspecies of the spearback tacit discord obtained from the unknown region. Its strength and agility far surpass that of other spearbacks. After receiving authorization, the expedition team successfully captured the specimen with plans to use it for further research. A dedicated experimental zone has been established for this specimen by the research team. I guess we destroyed them behind the door. To reconfigure the frequencies that led to the formation of the specimen's abnormal physique and attempt to apply the findings to other echoes in order to enhance their performances. Interesting. So we're likely gonna see more echo variants of the same type, right? The spearback gets its own variant and so on.
This should be the place.
In war with time. Loading.
Down with the curtain! Shadow descends.
Sentinel protection. Judgment time. Silence. Purify.
That's interesting. So if I make sure I control the Spectro Knight, the Knight can apply Frazzle for me.
None shall whisper. One with the sound.
Sentinel protection.
Okay. Hello.
Good fortune comes your way.
Upgrade. Okay, he's gonna get devoured by those bears. The bears are... Yep. Where is he going?
Great, it's working now. One moment. Okay, take the nearby shortcut to the train station. We'll meet you there.
Dark forces approach. Be on guard.
Why didn't we catch up to him? How did he get to the train?
Everything's under control now. The vault schematics show the next stop is the terminus. That man has nowhere to hide. But I'm not sure where the terminus is exactly. The employee manual only states that the Echo Depository is located at the vault's depth, without any further information about the station.
My memory is hazy. I do remember something dangerous out there, but that's all. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Ms. Lily. May the Sentinel guide our way.
Whatever it is, We have no choice but to move forward.
All right, let's get this done quickly.
Okay.
It's a good thing that they at least, you know,
Worry not.
it's a good thing that they at least gave us a train echo that's besides the one that they took.
Ah, here it comes again. Watch out, its attacks are getting faster.
What an annoying Sentinel construct.
Well, Sentinel above, if you can hear this, please keep us safe. It's getting more ferocious.
Don't worry. We're all here with you.
Yeah, there's such a lack of music for this suspensive moment.
Hold tight!
Is everyone all right?
Thanks to the train echo, we're still in one piece, though I have no idea where we are now.
There should be other train echoes available, right?
We'll need it to get to the terminus.
Let's see.
Please wait. Ma'am, are you hurt?
She seems lost in her thoughts.
I'm fine, child. This place feels so familiar. It's like I've lived here for a long time.
Any details you can remember would be useful. Since employee training didn't touch on this area, we'll be going in blind in search of the exit.
This place... I've been here before with many others. But their faces are a blur.
Your face is a blur. Why is this so? Why is this NPC so not well made?
Yes. We rarely left this place. But I do remember taking the train somewhere very dark.
You've been here before?
Are you suggesting that people used to live in the vault?
Yes. If I'm not mistaken, a group of scholars made a home for themselves here.
It seems the vault structure is more complicated than we thought. Time
Yeah.
to find the exit. Let's get going. We need to retrieve the stolen security module. That's our key to getting out.
It's such a the NPC has this super uncanny face. Wait. Wait. Wait.
Worry not. In war with time.
Sentinel, protect me.
Silence!
Oh wait, the echoes here are spawnable.
Together we stand.
be honest, I feel like I hope that the exploration quest is already at its end. This place is so beautiful. What the heck? What the heck?
In memory of those who persist in the dark to keep the light. Though our names shall be removed from history, the truth we seek will one day dawn on Raguna. So people actually lived here before. Ah! Miss Lily's name is on it. And the name Ash, too.
So many paintings.
Judgment time! Shine, holy light! Ha!
Wait,
Let me be there.
Today will be a fine day.
I just noticed something. Casting Outro skill amplifies the spectral frenzy damage on targets around the active resonator by 30% for 30 seconds. Did you notice something that's not stated in this weapon?
Today will be a fine day.
Am I missing something? Okay, wait. Deal spectral damage equal to 500% of its attack to nearby targets. Right. The absolution increased damage multiplied by 255. Grant silent prayer to reducing spectral and granting 100% spectral when spectral inflicts damage. Okay, did you notice something? Am I missing something? I have to check back the video. I have to check back the video because I feel like I feel like the weapon gives. I feel like the weapon applies spectral frazzle upon using ultra skill, but it's not stated in here. Dealing damage to targets with spectral frazzle, it grants the wielder 14 up to 3 times. Yeah, it doesn't say in the weapon that it inflicts spectral frazzle, but I feel like it does. Because I remember vaguely that the Chinese translation of the weapon actually states that the weapon does apply spectral frazzle, but I might be wrong.
These look like diaries. It's not very polite to read them without permission.
When the green leaves turn red, everything will be back to normal.
Miss Sonny!
We need to be thorough. I'm sure the Sentinel will forgive my intrusion. Anyway, it's just some person's diary.
Is there anything behind this door? Can't go through. Man, this place looks amazing. Stack of paper rests here. They appear to be a part of an unfinished novel or essay. Ziegler was stranded on his private island, with only a coconut tree for company and the occasional bell crab scuttling across the beach. Who was he? Ziegler's senior son, Raguna's most successful investor. The poor soul who lost everything in a gamble with all his wealth and titles now gone. A mad artist, a hermit, the unfortunate fool who got caught in a shipwreck. He gazed at the sea, the soft breeze lifting his graying hair while stirring the waves. In the golden glint of sunlight, he seemed to see countless versions of himself scattered through time. Broken and incomplete, he felt a loneliness like never before, yet a strange sense of satisfaction. He had no chance of leaving this island. Maybe tomorrow or the day after, he would breathe his last breath under the scorching sun.
Cherish the gift not given lightly.
He'd be so small, it's so cute. What's this?
When will all this end? Any ideas, Ash?
Well, I suggest you ask those artists. The day they stop tearing up drafts, we can finish the research.
Artists?
I'm not talking about the research. I mean us. When will we finally get out of here?
Yeah, they've been trapped here their whole life?
And you're a believer, right? Why not just ask the Imperator when we can leave?
Until the Sentinel gazes upon their land again.
Wow, that's deep.
It won't be long. I've heard the situation is improving. The Montellis even promised to send letters to our families.
Wait, the Montellis trapped them in here? So you're saying that there's an evil side to both families?
Good fortune comes your way.
Oh, there's so many treasures here. What's that? Fish? What's that? What's that supposed to be? What the heck is that supposed to be? It's a fish! A fish cake! And gingerbread fishes. And what's this? Fish cake! It's all fish! It's all fish! This is... Man, people shouldn't... And look at that, is that ice cream? Damn.
Such joyful blessings they bring.
Is that a clam burger? Man, you shouldn't be fasting if you watch this video. What's that? It's the same thing. You know, with all of these assets in the game, right? All these, you know, furniture and whatever the heck this is. Yeah, where is the housing system? Where's the build your own, you know, Serenity part in Wuthering Waves? I really want no, at least and there's two places that I really want to have a housing system in. One is Hongjian, because we fucking love Hongjian. The scenery there is so beautiful. Especially if you have like a waterfall, a hot spring around the area, you know, having your own mansion, a housing system that that can house characters inside, you know, especially if you can pose the characters that you have, that you own. You know, you can see them going to bed, or you know, having their own room, or eating dinner, basically, right? You know, having Sims in Wuthering Waves would be an incredible idea. Skins, you know, extra skins in casual clothing for characters inside the housing system. I'm tired of seeing Yinlin in this.
No rush. The impatient ones will fall right into our.
I think this dress is terrible. I think it's so mid. It's I just want to see her in something else. Now give players.
Today will be a fine day.
Give me a Yinlin skin and I will buy that.
Right into our
I will buy that. You know why the revenue for Wuthering Waves spiked in version 2.0? It was the skin. It was Jinshi's skin that spiked the revenue for 2.0. You can quote me on that. Skins actually sell. Like, if you want the game to make a profit, make more skins. Make a Yinlin skin. Seriously, everyone's gonna buy that. I tell you that everyone's gonna buy a Yinlin skin. I'm tired of seeing this. I'm tired of seeing her in this dress. Like, she's supposed to be an undercover agent, but she wears the most eye-popping attire that you can imagine. You know, why would you stand out with this dress? It doesn't make sense to her character, you know. I did it. I did not like Yinlin's trailer at all. Her story was trash, to be honest. I'm gonna be for real. Yinlin's story was trash. It was trash.
Your conclusion might be a bit far-fetched, Ash. Far-fetched? For the Sentinel's sake, I've been in the Echo Depository for 7 straight days gathering data. Even so, incorrect is still incorrect. Here, take a look at this control group.
Acolyte, should we bring these reverberations back to the Order Tribunal?
I think your misunderstanding of the Order runs deeper than you realize, Miss Zani.
My apologies. But why is that thing in your pocket still flickering? Did I say something wrong? Or is it because I haven't prayed to the cathedral in 3 months?
There's a wild confession to make in front of an acolyte, seriously.
It's just flickering. Not burning or reacting in any other way. It should be fine, I think.
The checkered pattern on this floor made me think that there's gonna be another puzzle here, but no, there's not. I was expecting something.
Dark forces approach. Be on guard. Crystals, give me strength. Over there. Together we stand.
Shadow descends.
Are you available now, Lily? There's a problem with the results you gave me. Lily? Are you there? Lily? Ah, Lily.
Ms. Lily.
I'm all right, child. We shouldn't dawdle here.
I'm wondering if the Lily that there is with us is even real. Wait, how the heck do you... Oh, it's just a shortcut. You know, I feel like these are echoes as well, you know? These things. They're statues for now, but I feel like they're echoes as well, because why would they have holograms of these things if they're not?
An unexpected discovery.
Why should I pray? You feel a sense of inner peace. Background music of the Averardo Vault. You call this music? It's hardly any... There's hardly any sense of music here. It's just ambience. O Supreme Sentinel, the Great Imperator, I have never questioned you. You led us you led us from the farthest reaches of the sea to this land, teaching us to walk the righteous path and embrace joy. Yet those who claim to be your servants have distorted your teachings. The masses remain silent, while those who stand by the truth are banished here. May you forge our path into spears and our suffering into hardened shields. May you grant us vengeance, or at the very least, a merciful rest. So basically, in the past, the Order sent... in the present, the Order sent people into the pilgrimage to die at sea. But now, but looking at the past, the Montelli family had a history of banishing people inside the vault to trap them forever in prison.
bad news. I know nothing about deciphering passwords.
You might want to try the Echo book. It's an expert at this sort of thing.
So look at her face. Why isn't it rendering properly? Someone didn't do their job.
It's nothing but riddles to me.
Miss Zani, the book says the password is 0622. Those numbers refer to...
The date when an innocent truth seeker was wrongfully convicted by fools. I remember, but the memories hurt.
Fools. So that's where the term fools came from. It used to be. It's interesting.
They never hesitated to sacrifice for the truth. They shouldn't have had to carry such a burden.
Faith tells me that the truth you sought will eventually come to light, Miss Lily.
Perhaps. But for now, we must stay focused on what lies ahead.
Europe, can't you do it for me? I do it myself. It's not that difficult though.
The door's open.
Damn, multiple place.
Now we need to find the train Echo station. Once we reach the depths
Let
of
me
the vault,
jump.
we'll catch that fool.
Oh, let me swim. I don't think this place is that bad. Honestly. Even if I couldn't fly, even if I couldn't climb, I don't think this place is that bad. You know, being someone who's played Honkai Star Rail before, I don't think, yeah, it's not that bad.
Leave it to me.
I mean, it's like...
You will obey.
Ow.
Sentinel protect me. Together we stand. The path is all.
One with the sound.
Silence. Shielding others is my duty. Diminish.
Keep it together.
Ow.
Endure and defy. The show begins.
Sentinel protect me. Together we stand.
So, one downside that I realized about Phoebe is that you can't switch to confession state if you have not, you know, you can't switch to confession
Today
state
will be a fine day.
if you haven't used up all of your divine voice, and that's an issue. Like you can't like, okay, I need to apply spectral frazzle. Okay, switch to confession state now. You have to have Rover in your team. Okay, and now I accidentally switched into absolution mode. Wait, that was a... Oh. They get up there. Okay, that's nasty. think that was a trophy for using PB's outro.
Shadow, follow!
An unexpected discovery.
Wait, what happens if I fall down there? You can't climb, right? You just respawn back on the at the top. But how do I get there? I want to break all of these bases though. So basically if you fall down, right? You just get back up. How to ruin your immersion 101. Like, what if I don't want to ride the train? I want to fly all the way back, right? I guess it does suck. Yeah.
Can you pray to the Sentinel on my behalf, miss? I'd rather not run into any more trouble.
With you and Rover here, there's no need to worry.
I hope the Carlotta story quest isn't this long, because it does feel pretty yeah, for something that's like, you know, this boring, because there's no new music, right? There's no new music. It feels like the same as outside and inside. It does look incredibly beautiful though, but it's just the lack of music that ruins your immersion, right? And like there's no option for you to go into third person mode for the train ride. It doesn't feel so, you know, like, and it's also in a no fly zone as well.
What the hell is this thing?
Ugh, clumsy. Watch yourself! It's coming at us.
Be careful! It's on alert now. You need to force it to stop.
I can't use it.
Diminish, loading.
Ow.
I'm fine. Okay.
Sentinel protects me. Arduous. In
Leave
the
it to
name
me.
of Imperator,
I engraft you new. Loading.
Sentinel protects me. Answer me. Rover, be my salvation. Repent.
Be careful!
I call upon the Sentinel.
Yeah, she's pretty good, but not as good as if you have Rover.
Are you feeling all right, Miss Lily?
Especially like because the spectrophrasal gets, you know, prolonged when in confession state and whatever. Like the spectrophrasal actually lasts quite long if you switch from confession to absolution. So it's usable, but yeah, it's quite of a headache to play around. And of course it's a lot easier if you have like S3 and so on. But yeah, one gripe that I have is like the liberation doesn't even apply spectrophrasal either. So like, there's no other way for you to apply spectrophrasal other than, you know, going into absolution state from the beginning, or, you know, switching from confession in and then into absolution. But that takes a long time, because like, okay, you can do this kind of rotation, right? You can start the rotation with Phoebe going into confession, and then you swap Phoebe to someone else, right? You swap Phoebe to someone else, you use Showkeeper, and then after you use Showkeeper, the 40 bar should be like at least half full, right? And then you can use the two Star Flash during confession, and now you have max stacks while you have buffs already. So if you kind of want to use confession state from the beginning, you have to use it very early on.
I remember it all now. Yes. I'm no longer...
You're no longer alive, yeah, you're not real.
Well, Mr. Criminal, thanks to your actions, we've had to wreck these priceless artifacts. If you stole anything else from the vault, I advise you to surrender it immediately.
You Montelli dog. I couldn't care less about that so-called secret cache. I just want this place destroyed for good.
He's from the Physalia.
Open your eyes. This isn't a vault. It's a nightmarish prison.
So yeah, he did say it's a prison.
You locked up my grandfather, and now you want to do the same to me.
You locked yourself up in this vault.
You must be the young Ash. I've seen your picture, child. Old Ash spoke a lot about you. As for this vault, yes, it's nothing but a prison.
Prison for echoes. It's a prison for echoes. I get it now. It's a prison for echoes.
Miss Lily.
But we chose this imprisonment. Not just our bodies, but our very souls. Freedom was never an option. We had to erase every trace of our existence to survive, to discover, to create.
What do you mean?
We followed in the footsteps of our predecessors. But one day, we unexpectedly uncovered a hidden chapter of the Order's history. They hunted us down in the name of preserving stability, stripping us of our rights as researchers and artists.
Phoebe is hearing this firsthand.
The Montelli family took pity on us and came to our rescue. They feigned loyalty to the Order and locked us in this vault. But in reality, it became a refuge for outcasts like us. 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. We've been trapped here for far too long. None of us have returned home.
They are just
Ash
reverberations.
thought of you till his last breath, my child. He asked the Montellis to send you the letter he wrote on his deathbed, hoping to impart a will to thrive. As for that secret cache, if you have the chance, you should go and look for it. We are counting on you now.
So, the Montellis didn't imprison Grandpa. He chose this path himself. That thing he mentioned in the letter.
Please cheer up, Mr. Ash. Everyone was blind to the truth as you once were. But now, we know everything. Thanks to you.
Very touching, but I'm not as forgiving as our acolyte. You have a price to pay for breaking into the vault. The exit is open. You're free to go now. I'll stay to tie up any loose ends. Thank you for helping us again. I thought this would be a routine job.
Welcome.
Here's the reward Lady Carlotta promised. Naturally, she did not forget to include a little overtime pay for your efforts.
Where's Carlotta during
By
all
the way,
this?
miss, I'm sorry, but I'll need to take that relic from the Order. Don't worry, the rules still allow you to come and go as you please.
Of course. I need the Sentinel's enlightenment on certain matters. But I'll still be around if you need me.
Yes, this is a prequel to her own story. I want to see an exclusive story quest for Phoebe. This was so good. This was so good. This is where she starts to doubt the Order, and then she goes on to find Cetus the Tidebreaker, because Cetus has a connection with the Imperator, the Sentinel Imperator.
Please have them. I hope they will prove useful.
Is that all? Where's the Havoc Rover sequence? Oh, it's the opening of the vault, right? I thought there'd be something inside there. It's just wings. Wait! It's the wings that we used to fly. It's the exact same design. It is, isn't it? It's the same, right? Right? There's 4 wings. I don't know. I may be tripping. I may be tripping. But it does, from afar, it does look like that though. From afar, at least. From afar.
Let me be there for everyone.
So we finally
Toward our
get
shared future, leaving the past behind.
Rover's final sequence. To be honest, I don't think it's that great. I think I don't think it's that great, but with it, we'll have 90% crit rate, right? We'll have 90% crit rate. I wonder how strong that will be. Oh wait, there's two more. Secret enters? What? Wait, what? I already got it. I already got it. There's more? Whatever.
The secret cache. So this is it. Grandpa's true wish.
So, you managed to find this place. We sifted through all the documents on Old Ash in the vault before finally locating it. Here it is. This tree. The one where the green leaves turn red.
Okay.
When the persecuted entered the vault, they would take the elevator to the upper levels for a background check before continuing. For them, the last glimpse of what could be called scenery was just this tree on the island. But this tree, fed by barren soil and still waters, should never have been able to turn red. By the way, the Order is still up to no good. That relic the young acolyte brought was a bomb. It reacted to the reverberations here in the vault. Hey, looks like I'll have to investigate the matter myself. If this keeps up, I might never retire.
The relic was a bomb and they were trying to bomb Phoebe? Holy shit.
You've been a great help. Thank you. Lady Carlotta mentioned she left you a special bonus downstairs. I have other matters to attend to. Until next time.
Oh.
No, not really. Just bidding them farewell. A resolute soul needs no guidance. I simply want to understand the future they've paved the road for.
Okay, you didn't have to tell me. You didn't have to tell me I've been playing for 3. You did not have to tell me at this moment. Seriously? 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 I can see some clipping over here. Yeah, I've heard everyone else had this issue as well. Some people had the clipping from this side, from this side, from this side. Yeah, there's there's quite an issue. But, 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 I saw that this background here has a live wallpaper version on Steam wallpaper engine. I keep forgetting the name of the apps. It's actually wallpaper engine. Yeah, it's a beautiful scene. Very serene, very calm, very nice ending to the exploration quest. I'm glad I got to stream this whole story. Yeah, I hope we get to see more of Phoebe. Wait, can you take a camera? Actually, I wonder if you can. Let's see. Let's pose a bit, and then what are poses that you can make though?
Huh? May thy love endure forever, never ceasing.
I think that was nice. So that's the end of that story, isn't it? Complete one side quest. Okay. And you suck. Okay. So I think that's the that's it for this stream for today. Um, I do want to try Havoc Rover. I'm not sure if I'm going to, you know, I'm not sure if I'm going to try it
Today will be a
right
fine
now.
day.
Or...
Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
What do I think? Yeah, a rover without the extra damage from the 3 costs is going to suck, I think. At the same time, like I'm just really not expecting much out of what I have. I don't really have enough tuners to work with, and it's gonna take a long time to get there. I don't know. At some point, right? At some point, I might be able to build 2 of these 2 sets of Havoc. At some point, at least. At some point. But I'm not sure if I want to, because, for example, I could just, build a Midnight Veil, and maybe if not, right? If not, I could just if not, I could just wow, that looks incredible, to be honest. Yeah, that looks incredible. Yeah, I don't know. Because you kind of want a Midnight Veil for dungeon, basically, right? And both dungeon and Orochi sort of have crit rate mm, crit rate means that weapons, and I don't know. I feel like, okay, one thing we can be sure of is that uh right now my Zhang Liao is so bad.
The experiment begins.
He feels so underwhelming because of the weapon that I'm using on him. I do hope that during the Rochia rerun I would try to get her. I do know that Rochia and Rover does feel a lot better. Not that it's not that having
Let me be there
Rover
for everyone as we head toward our shared future.
based on the
Past behind.
not based on the calculations that I've seen from Maggie and other theory, the damage with Havoc Rover and Rochia doesn't really stand out too much. But Rochia herself is a nice character to have, and I do plan on getting Rochia, and okay, so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, Midnight Veil, with Impermanence Heron, right? Not with Lorelai, not with Lorelai, but with Impermanence Heron, it works for both Rochia and Dungeon. So I don't think there's any reason not to have, not to build a Midnight Veil, both for your dungeon and for Rochia. So and if you want to main DPS your dungeon as usual, you can just use the Havoc Eclipse. You can just use the standard Havoc Eclipse set that you have for that dungeon as well. But at the same time, there's really no other. The only other echo that you can use for dungeon is the normal crownless, which kind of sucks to be honest. But even then, it doesn't really buff heavy attack damage. So I feel like Midnight Veil works entirely fine for dungeon. Yeah, I think so, because especially since it does buff, the Impermanence Heron does buff both Havoc and heavy attack damage. I think it makes up for the lack of damage bonus from the Havoc Eclipse set. So it I don't think there's anything wrong with just using dungeon with that with Midnight Veil, even though even though you want to run her on a main DPS. I think there's good use of Midnight Veil. For example, if I want to play Tao Chi and Dungeon together because of the interactions with Shield and everything, I think it's a good thing. Especially so, right? Especially so in the past Tower of Adversity run that I had with Dungeon and Tao Chi together, they feel like a very good match, a very good pair to pair with, because one gives you shield, the other takes her own HP away, and with enough shield you can prevent any damage taken at all. And yeah, Dungeon does heal herself as well, so the team doesn't really die. Like you don't need a healer. You can play the team with just those two characters, right? And they heal themselves as well. And Tao Chi sustains herself with the shields, and she can heal herself back up. Like you can. Tao Chi is so goated in terms of how she can heal herself as a tank. And because Dungeon because Dungeon recovers Concerto so fast, Tao Chi is able to make a play with her, with her forte, using maximizing out those defense stats that you can get from Dungeon, as well as the ultra buff that you get from Dungeon to Tao Chi. So Tao Chi does benefit a lot of Havoc amplification from that. It's not the best team in the world, but it works, right? It works, and you're basically unkillable, to be honest. I don't really see. I think in the hands of a really skilled player, they can bring this pair, Dungeon and Tao Chi. They can just bring this pair in any content in the game, and they can clear it just fine. Especially so if they build their dungeon to the max. I don't have a proper built dungeon, but I'm confident.
Carried away and
I'm confident that if you build Dungeon and Tao Chi together, sorry, that was a phone call. I'm confident that if you build Dungeon and Tao Chi together, they can kill any content in the game. I firmly believe that. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all. That's all for today. I'm going to make the Havoc Rover video. Probably gonna take a bit of training. Probably gonna have to configure his echoes. We don't know when that's gonna come. I made this stream just to record the gameplay, record the story quest. And yeah, I'm planning to try out Havoc Rover for the Tower Adversity on the left side because it has Havoc Crest, and there's still a month away to the end of the Tower Adversity. I have a lot of video ideas in mind, but it takes time to do these things, and with the things that I have to do in real life, busy other stuff that I have to do. Especially in this month, I can't be focused on making content all the time, 24 hours a day. So yeah, I feel like this was a really good stream. I think there was a lot of things to talk about from my perspective. It felt a lot more refreshing than streaming Genshin content where I had nothing to say about the game. It felt especially so because when you're playing Genshin, right, as a streamer or as a content creator, people want to listen to the dialogue if it's not voiced. People appreciate when you watch something and you see someone reading the script out, right, or reading the dialogue, reading the text on the screen. And I love the fact that Wooden Waves has been voicing all of that without me having to waste my saliva on voicing the characters. It feels so refreshing because there's so much to talk about the game. So much throughout the whole story we were speculating. Wait, are the Montelis the bad guys now? No, it turns out in the ending it was a really nice story at the end, and like you don't get that anymore in Genshin. Like the side story in Genshin isn't voiced at all, and it's full of text. It's full of lore, and it's so full of stuff that you don't understand at all. Like, what is this language? Natlan was such a disappointing update for Genshin Impact, and yeah, I just couldn't bear playing it. It just felt inappropriate for the culture that they're trying to represent. The characters feel boring, the NPCs feel boring, the landscape feels so restrictive in that you can't really explore the world. When you're forced to use these clunky ass dinosaurs and all the mobs hit, they're so annoying. Yeah, Natlan,
May thy love endure forever, never ceasing.
it really missed the mark for me and for a lot of players as well. Yeah, I think I'm never gonna go back to Genshin, to be honest. So okay, with all of that said, I think thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for watching the video. I don't think you'll be here, any of you who even watch to the end. Thank you for staying, and I'll see you again. I hope you look out for the video that I'll be making. Lots of video ideas, lots of stuff to talk about the game.
May thy love endure forever, never ceasing.
Thank you, Phoebe. Goodbye. Bye bye. Bye bye.